Hello, Steve White, Steve White's 89. Well, I've had fun talking about all the celebrities and genre actors I've met in over the years at conventions and stuff. But I've also met a few other people. Like, I've met some of the housewives. I've met three of the Real Housewives of Melbourne, which is great because I love the show. I didn't really get into Housewives originally to start off with. Um, Carl Richards was sort of my gateway celebrity because I wasn't really interested in it, and a guy I was dating's friend gave us the first season to watch, and we didn't really want to watch it, but I put it in, and the first thing he says, "Hi, I'm Carl Richards. I played Lindsay Wallace in Halloween." I'm like, "Oh my God, little Lindsay Wallace! What happened to her? How did she grow up? What did she become?" So I had to watch it, and then I fell in love with Lisa Vanderpump and fell in love with the other characters, and Lisa Renner, of course, is awesome. So I kind of got sucked into it. But fortunately, we actually had our own housewives. We had the Real Housewives of Melbourne. Now, the Real Housewives of Sydney didn't do as well, of course, because Melbourne's better and didn't last as long. And the Real Housewives of Sydney really didn't. Real Housewives of New Zealand really didn't do well. They got cancelled the first year basically because someone made a racist comment, and they didn't do the reunion. They pretty much just cancelled the show. But the Housewives, I think they got like 6 years. They might even still be going. I'm not sure. I've sort of lost track with what's on Foxtel at the moment. But I watched it up until the fifth year. The fifth year. I got the first 4 years on DVD, and I just had watched the fifth year on TV, and I don't have it on DVD yet. But yeah, it was a real communal thing because when you live in a city that has a housewives, you're looking for all the venues that you've been to, and they went to places we've been to, and we recognise places that they went to, and it's just really exciting to see your city on the screen and getting attention. And yeah, basically we were at Love Machine. It was a typical Sunday. We're out on the scene, me and my friends, and we were upstairs, and all of a sudden my friend grabs me. He's like, "Oh my God, that was Janet." And I'm like, "That's not Janet." She said, "It's Janet, it's Janet." And I'm like, "It's not Janet." And then Jackie walks along and walks past us, and she goes, "Shine, shine, shine." And like, "Oh my God." And like both turned to each other and said, "Oh my God." And he practically squealed, and he's not the squealing type. And they wanted to talk to them. Other friends came up, and they were like, "It's Janet and Jackie." And they wanted to talk to them, but they were too scared to walk over to them. And it's like, what's wrong with you? They're just people. Why won't you talk to them? And they just wouldn't do it. I'm like, it was just weird. And they end up going downstairs, moping and going downstairs like, "Oh, you don't get to meet Janet and Jackie." I'm like, this is ridiculous. I just walked over there and I said, "Hi, Jackie. I'm a big fan, but my friends are even bigger fans, and they'd love to meet you, but they're too scared to come over. And could they come over and meet you?" And she said, "Well, yeah, of course, bring them over. Where are they?" And I said, "Well, actually, they just went downstairs to the dance floor because they just were too scared to talk to you, and they just wanted to go away because they couldn't sit here and look at you and not talk to you." She said, "I'll go get them, bring them up." And I said, "Okay, thank you." I ran downstairs and I went to the dance floor. I yelled, "Jackie and Janet want to meet you. Come upstairs." And they're like, "Oh my God." So they went upstairs and we went up and we got photos and, talked to them and hung out for a little bit. And it was really nice. And the funniest thing, though, was one of my friends, the one who first saw Janet was like, can I stand next to Jackie in the photo?" I'm like, "No, I'm the one who arranged this. I get to stand next to them. You can stand next to me." So he stood next to me in the photo. But yeah, so we posted that on Facebook. And of course, everyone's like, "Oh my God, you met them." Now, I also met Chyka because Chyka was at the Tears of the Clown show. She showed up last minute, and I spoke to her, which was cool, but I didn't get to speak to Dawn French because she was further down, and I was scared of getting out of the place I was in because I didn't think I was going to get in because I didn't have tickets for the show. But Chyka fortunately got out right near where I was, so I was able to go and say hello to her and she went in, and so I met three of them. Now, my friends tried to meet Gina. She was doing a book signing, but being the diva she is, she showed up 2 hours late, and they had a little hissy fit and left because they weren't going to wait 2 hours for her. When really, they wanted to meet her that bad, but they left. They couldn't do it, and I'm like, beg my pardon. Number one, if you want to meet a celebrity, sometimes you got to wait. You got to you got to work for it, and also she's a diva. Of course she's going to be 2 hours late. What were you expecting? Madonna would show up to a concert 4 hours late. What were you expecting? But yeah, so I'm glad I met them, and I'm really glad that I got my friends to meet them because they loved it. They it was like they lived for these people, and it was so sad seeing them sitting there wanting to talk to them and afraid to, and then going down the stairs like, "Oh damn, we didn't get to meet them. We'll have to go." And I'm like, this is ridiculous. just talk to them. So I just walked over there, and I was kind of proud of myself for that. And I got credit for it for a bit too as well. But because I've never been afraid to talk to anyone. Like I'll just walk up to anyone. And I've seen a lot of celebrities local celebrities in the clubs, and I've always just walked over them, talked to them, whereas other people were standing back going, "Oh my God, look who it is!" I'm like, they're just a person. But whatever. I'm gonna go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. And yes, I really should know what season they're up to with the Housewives. I really should be watching it, but I just haven't signed onto any streaming services for a while, and it's exclusive to Foxtel, which I don't have. But yeah, I'm gonna go work that out now.